I think there's endless possibilities in this world. And I feel like when we let fear run our lives, we feel that there's only one possibility, and that possibility takes us nowhere.
Is it true that you can't love others until you love yourself?
You can't love others until you love yourself. Sounds a bit like something linear needs to happen. First, you need to love yourself, and then you need to love others. What I say is they mirror one another. They happen at the same time. As much as you love yourself, as much as you feel self-kindness, acceptance, and delight in your existence, the more you know how to do it within you, the more you can do it with others. The more you dislike yourself, the more you feel pain and dissatisfaction with yourself, and sometimes even hate towards yourself, the more you're looking for the outside to give you that love, but you don't have any memory of that love inside you. And it always ends up being not enough and not right, etc. In order for you to have delight in others, the delight needs to start to sparkle in within you.
What does it mean to be embodied?
What does it mean to be embodied? So there is an energy that exists within us in order for us to be alive. And when one dies, you see that there is no energy in them. It's just the body that becomes more and more like the earth. When we meditate, when we see something that moves us like a birth or like a sunrise, or like God or divine or whatever you want to call it, we feel some kind of an expansion in us, some kind of an elation. And this elation and expansion, if you see energy, it almost feels like some kind of a mushroom around us, or in one side or in the other. Being embodied is the ability to open up your human physical self, to let that energy of expansion to come inside your body more, and operating in your nervous system, your mental system, your cellular system. Being embodied is the ability to hold the energy of creation in your body and allowing your body to operate from that consciousness, not just from human and automatic pilot consciousness.
I was always told that I'm not smart. And I believe that I am, but it's hard to switch that story inside me, that I'm really not very smart.
I don't know what smart is, but I could definitely say that whoever told you that you're not smart did not do a smart thing. Whoever told you that you're not smart had some kind of a paradigm of what is a person that he or she would call smart, and they feel that you didn't hit it. Just from the description, you realize that it was not a very inspiring, enriching thing to do, then maybe you should take that statement with a grain of salt. How would the grain of salt become even bigger is look at that person or people that told you you're not smart and see where they come from and see how much nurturance they had in their lives and see how much acceptance and kindness they had in their lives and see how much they felt that they need to reach some kind of markers in order to be loved. They probably come from places where love and acceptance were not very, very present. So how can you be smart? By letting go of anyone who tells you something about you that doesn't feel right and that doesn't feel inspiring.
Is it possible to live without fear?
You tell me, is it possible to live without fear? I don't think that looking at fear that is a negative emotion, it's an emotion that makes us closed and frozen, and then the word without, that sentence can really take us anywhere good. I think it's possible to accept where we are. I think it's possible to dialogue with what is closed and trembling and calm it down to the place of open. I think it's possible to connect with the energy that created us and to feel its presence in our lives and let it hold us instead of feeling that we're alone and being afraid. I think there's endless possibilities in this world. And I feel like when we let fear run our lives, We feel that there's only one possibility, and that possibility takes us nowhere. So I think it's possible to dialogue with fear and to put it in its right place, somewhere in the background, to tell you to run when a snake is just about to jump you. And for the rest of the life, I think it's possible to allow yourself to become open more and more every time, every breath, every moment.
I have so many aches and pains in my body all the time. And I wonder, is it connected to my thinking? Is it connected to my past? Is it just because I'm getting older? I never know why I have so many aches and pains in my body.
You say, I never know why I have many aches and pains in my body. Maybe you should find out why. You could start by eliminating things. Stress, diet, family structure of people that had aches and pains in their body, unrealized dreams. Somehow your body, which is your partner in this life, is there all the time, is feeling discomfort. So I don't know why you have aches and pains in your body, and I cannot give one generic answer. The generic answer would be, or the common denominator answer would be, figure out why. It's part of your lesson. Somehow you need to learn your lesson through a body that doesn't feel comfortable. It's not meant to not feel comfortable. So you could start by finding the comfort in your body. You could start by learning to listen deeper to your body. You could start by listening to choices that you make, and if they're coming from a place of wisdom, compulsion, or lack. You can start by nurturing your body, nurturing your emotional state, and then see where it takes you. Ignoring it and just settling for it becoming less and less comfortable, I don't believe is the best choice. I believe there are other choices. I hope you find them. Thank you. Thank you. It's very nice for you to be here. It's very nice to see you. It's very nice to meet you. I'm Ronit, and if you have any questions, I'd be very happy to see if I can shed some light on your questions. Thank you.